from 7 to 9. When you see that notification, we about to go live. Hit this track and do you dance like you Karen Lacey. Run it back and turn Matthew to the house, baby. It's Tingle and Co. From 7 to 9. Compete with the show. It's a new era. Let's get it, let's go. From 7 to 9. It's Tingle and Co.
All right, good morning and welcome in here on this Friday morning, this LSU football game day eve. Did you know LSU football had a game this weekend?
Crazy.
LSU
They do play.
plays-
Football is needed.
LSU
Necessary.
plays Alabama.
One of the oddest. I guess it goes back to what was 2021.
Probably, yeah.
That one was even cleaner than this one.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean,
The writing was on the wall, but at least it wasn't erased and then written again.
right. No, it was
It's not really what we wanted. It's a pin, sir.
it was just that the week wasn't, you still were focused on the game. Like, even in 2021, even though it didn't really have all that much meaning, you still were, like, focused on, there's a football game this week.
Well,
This week, it's completely flown under the radar.
It's 1,000%.
It's just been forgotten.
And there's nothing that you could do about it now. But
No.
maybe it's a good thing. Like, maybe this is, in a perfect world, in an optimistic world, this is all, let's believe that candies and nuts were umpires' butts, where it was Jeff Landry and all of this was a distraction to take pressure off of Frank Wilson, off of the football team. Yeah, a little Kansas City shuffle. And then, you let the team get their feet underneath them. We're not worried about football. We're worried about this. And so Frank can get the team ready and prepared. And now it is a bloodbath in Bryant-Denny because the boys have been playing free, fast.
Right.
And I think you can see, which we'll play in a little bit of an attitude change from the LSU football team. And Brian Kelly penned a letter.
Yes, yeah, a little energy shift around the program. But it's good to see all of you in the chat this morning as we get ready for LSU football this weekend. Rohan Davey will join us at 8:30 a.m. this morning. He'll come in studio, the LSU Legend. LSU versus Alabama Legend, even more specifically.
Tiger Tits put out a little highlight film of Rohan was kind of yard farming there. a lot of bubbles. Josh Reed was playing great.
Yeah.
No, I mean, it's so funny to watch him play, and then obviously we get to spend a ton of time with him. It's like, man can sling it.
Oh, yeah. No,
I already do it, but it's just funny to see him. And
to see Christian put his hand on the dartboard at Golf Suites and just let row.
that was the fastest start I've ever seen. Yeah.
And Christian was standing there like...
It was funny until I was here.
It was funny when it was us throwing the darts, and then Rowe goes, "Oh, baby, let me get one." And then Christian, you saw, shuddered a little bit. But we appreciate Rowe as he comes through today. He'll also be with us all weekend, and you should too. Tomorrow night for LSU Alabama, we will be live in the Golf Suites bar at Golf Suites here in Baton Rouge, and you are all invited. We want you all there to make it a game-like atmosphere, as Golf Suites will be doing an LSU versus Alabama kegger. It is $50 for a band. So for $50 starting at 5 p.m., you can get your band. You get unlimited draft beer, the pizza bar, boneless chicken, and french fries.
Ooh.
So all of that included with your band for $50. So you get all the beer you want, pizza, boneless chicken wings, and fries for $50 at Golf Suites. Starting at 5 p.m., obviously, kickoff is 6:30. We will be there. We'll get that thing rocking and rolling, and we want all you to be there with us. So you're welcome to spend the $50 and enjoy the kegger. You're also welcome to spend $0 and just come hang out with us at the bar in Golf Suites tomorrow night for LSU Alabama. And then obviously on Sunday, Roe will join us once again for Pizza Byron's as we go live there every single Sunday from 4 to 5, recapping the game with Roe and our crew over at Pizza Byron's.
We're starting to see the Rohan Davey card game start to trickle in a little bit. We had a couple that if you bring a card, you get a free drink, and also Rohan will be nice. And now I feel like we'll get a different row as a band that was. I mean, I don't think it'll be contingent on the game even. I think he was so fed up with the direction of the program that he was not in. Still, obviously, always great with the fans, but now I think you'll get a more delightful row, not very approachable.
Yeah,
unless you're sweet, unless you're Big Lou.
He carries that weight with LSU football, which shows like how much he truly loves it. Like,
yeah.
When LSU football is not in a good spot, neither is Rohan Davey. And he will be with us today, tomorrow, and Sunday to get you ready and through LSU versus Alabama as we are live this morning from our Southern Regional Medical Center studios. Shout out to the crew here at SRMC, Charles, Jason, Kevin, BJ, the whole squad here at Southern Regional. Jason obviously enjoyed some LSU men's basketball tonight as they won. LSU women's basketball last night bludgeoned Southeastern. What was it, 115-26 was the final score. And we'll dive into that more later on this morning. What we really want to get to is this LSU hype video. If you did not see it yesterday, LSU put out a little weekly hype video to get you ready for the game tomorrow. And it was the first hype video of the Frank Wilson era here at LSU. And you can maybe slightly feel a bit of a different energy, see a little bit of a different energy in the video.
You don't have a choice.
No, it's right there in your face. So if you are ready to run through a wall this morning, go ahead and tune in and listen and watch this LSU hype video.
When you step on the field, you proud the field, and you get hit, you stand up and you lead us with your chin up, and you'll be a man with your chest. And you stand all on 10 and say, I got you. Follow me. By any means necessary, you're willing to do it.
Coach.
You can. It's so funny how that starts, where it's very much like, where's the hype?
Right.
And you could see he just starts thinking about the game and like envisioning like some of the things that have pissed him off. And I think it's very clear who he's talking to.
Oh yeah.
And we don't play like that. And it's like he's almost having PTSD of like looking back and being on the sidelines for some of these games where it's like, get the fuck up. It just exploded. It 10 toes.
Right.
The passion in which he speaks about it is real. You can't fake that emotion.
Nah.
And that's what it's probably been like, because the music choice like leads up to that of like, this is the Frank Wilson experience.
Right. And not only just that speech at the end, which, I mean, chills, energy, fire, whatever you want to say. The clips during the practice of Frank, I mean, running around on the field, getting excited, hyped up, fist pump, like that energy. And look, it doesn't take much energy to follow up BK and look like you're more energized, right? It really doesn't take much. But Frank showing the passion, like Lloyd said, the desire he has, that fire that he has when it comes to LSU football. And we've said it the whole time talking about Frank. He is a leader of men, right? And you saw it right there. I mean, if you go back and you watch when he's speaking, Bauer Sharp is sitting there like this. I mean, didn't even blink, didn't look away. I mean, just absolutely dialed on what Frank is saying. Because Frank is a leader, and he is he's continuing to lead this football team. And I'm excited for him to lead them in to Bryant-Denny Stadium, because that video right there, in my full fandom mindset, I watched it last night, and I looked at my buddies, and I said, oh, LSU's going to win on Saturday. Just taking all the thought process out of my brain, no strategy, no actual thinking, just literally emotion and love for LSU football. Watching that, being like, oh my gosh, they're going to win. Because that's how fired up it got me, and I'm excited to watch Frank lead this team. Because like Spivey says in the chat, a good leader can change your morale in a minute. And watching that, it just confirms my thought process that I've had over the last 2 weeks, and the fact that they're going to play with a different energy. Like watching that, seeing the energy around them is going to lead to them playing with a different energy on the football field. And the reason is because of who is leading. It has changed. And speaking of that change, the former LSU head football coach, Brian Kelly, put out his statement last night on Twitter, as he says, "Dear Tiger fans, moving to Baton Rouge 4 years ago, my family and I were clear. There would be no halfway. We would be all in for LSU and for Louisiana. This journey began with great expectations, with my own vision of how to get there. Sometimes the journey does not end the way we hope. But when I think of our time together, I will remember and appreciate what we did accomplish.
Choking you up.
All of the exceptional student athletes I had the privilege to coach, a Heisman Trophy winner, and more than a dozen Tigers playing on Sundays. 39 players earning SEC Academic Honor Roll honors in 2024 alone. My daughter and son earning advanced degrees from LSU, and a third who began his career working at the university. The roar of Death Valley when we beat Alabama. The losses will always hurt, but I will remember all of the wins.
All of my wins.
I don't need to tell any of you how special Saturday nights in Tiger Stadium are. I am honored to have worn the purple and gold and been a part of it. As everyone heads on their way to see the Tigers play, I wish Coach Wilson, the coaches, and our players the best this weekend. I know they will do their best for themselves and for LSU. We will be watching and cheering for you. This journey may have ended, but it's a journey that will stay with me and my family forever. Go Tigers." Lloyd, were you surprised to see the statement put out?
No, it just means that there's some clarity on the, or at least a bit of I would say a bit of clarity on where they are with the amended buyout, and it feels like they've come to an agreement that it's officially official that they've reached a number. That number I don't know, but it does feel like it's going to be lower than $53 million, and so it's okay to go ahead and say, all right, I am officially parting ways with LSU. Puts out a statement. The one thing that stood out to me is the third sentence. The journey began with great expectations, with my own vision of how to get there. Yep. And that's ultimately what is his downfall.
Well, and I mean, at least he's honest about it.
Yeah, I know, but that's still his ego at play.
Of course.
Where it's like, y'all didn't let me do it my way, and so this is what happens. I guess I lose my job. And this is where LSU, maybe because in spite of the fact that I had a way to do it, y'all didn't think it would work, but I wanted to get one last shot as to why it's not my fault.
Right. I mean, because it's true. Like, he tried to do it his way, but it didn't work. Like, we all witnessed it.
His best season was with Coach O's players.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, obviously hitting on some transfer guys, but, I mean, the majority, the bulk of that defense was Coach O guys. And even some guys on the offense as well. So, look, it was good to see the statement get put out because, like we said,
there's some finality to it.
It means that there's a handshake and it's done.
It's like reading the what do people prepare at a funeral?
What, an obituary?
Yeah, an obit. That I'm sure he just slapped he didn't probably even do that, the Adobe signature on.
Oh, of course.
Just dragging in place.
But look,
he got that Alabama win in there. I'm sure that actually, if he felt anything ever,
that would be it. I mean, because it's how it is for all of us.
Right. That's the only thing I can look back to.
The last time I felt, I watched it yesterday. I went back and watched it again. So look, I think the biggest positive from that is just the fact that it means we've shook hands, we're done, we're clear, we're good to go. And
great time for LSU to be able to. Look, it's a nice little jab at Clemson, because as Dabo feels like he's on the way out, we're going to take your moniker because it is all in. It's better to it's a rebrand happening in real time of the path to. We're not going on a journey together. We're all in wherever we're going. It's 10 toes down.
Well, and it's also like a reminder of no, these guys are all in. They're all into the message that's being preached, and like you said, it's a legitimate rebrand in the middle of the season. Pivoting. Now. Yes, definitely pivoting. Frank Wilson met with the media yesterday to preview tomorrow night's matchup we do have sound from that we will play and get into this morning, because there was a lot of good tidbits as he met with the media yesterday. He did elaborate on some injury stuff. Do not expect number 40 to be on the football field tomorrow night. I think he said doubtful yesterday. They got him out on the practice field yesterday, but they'll get him back out there today. But he said that it's looking doubtful for tomorrow night, which to me means Whit Weeks will not be playing for LSU. But Carius Kern, however, is moving in the right direction and is slated to play tomorrow night. So you will have your left tackle, not your left tackle, as Tyree Adams is still out. A left tackle. It will not be DJ Chester, I do not believe, as Carius Kern obviously working back from his injury in the last game out against Texas A&M to play tomorrow night at left tackle. There is your Thursday injury report. Relaford, Weeks, Adams out, and then Whit Weeks doubtful. And in my opinion, that most likely means out.
I wonder what happened to Zach Weeks.
I'm not sure, because that was a name that definitely caught me off guard when we saw Wednesday night's report. And he was doubtful, now listed it out as out. So we'll see. I don't think there were many questions asked specifically about Zach. So I'm not exactly sure what the injury is. But there's Whit listed as doubtful. Don't imagine you'll see him tomorrow night.
Sorry, I was just going to say, I wonder if you continue to see both of the Weeks out.
Yeah, look, I mean, in all speculation, there's a way to look at that and maybe dive into it and try to unpack it a little bit of saying, okay, surprisingly, Zach's name has popped up there. He is the other Weeks brother, along with Whit, who has eligibility remaining. Obviously, West is done. And so you could definitely speculate and get to the thought process of
either really good or really bad.
And so it could just be preserving a red shirt to stay at LSU and continue on. It also could be preserving that and both of them being gone. All speculation, of course. And I really don't want to let my brain go there. I'd rather be happy on this Friday morning. Well,
that could be like I said, it could be really good, really bad. Optimistically, you could see both Weeks brothers running around next year for LSU. Probably Whit in 18, hair grows back, and then his brother.
Please let that hair grow back.
And then his brother run around right next to him, and then you have
40.
And 40, and then you have a collection of talent that has been around LSU, a leader, and I think they're probably playing it the same way that we all are. It's like it depends on who you bring in.
Yeah, and I think that's how a lot of the guys are playing it. I think even the ones that are still going to suit up and go out there and play are still under the mindset of
I've already played 4 games.
Yeah, and when on top of that, just kind of see where it goes. I think that's where most people's mindset is going to be.
But for right now, for this Saturday, all in
this Saturday. There was some damage control yesterday on the LSU front. As we talked about yesterday morning, there was some comments from the new LSU president that caused a whole lot of a mess on social media.
What you would call a shitstorm.
Yes, and he was able to yesterday go and do the damage control. Obviously, someone from his office reached out to Matt Moscona, talked with him, and said that Verge is the AD and that President Rousse's intentions, what he was meaning to say with the quote, where he was talking about removing the interim tag and assessing the situation, was essentially it just expects, he has high standards, and everyone's going to have to be evaluated after the job they do throughout the process. In my mind, that's a very PR answer, and that's fine. Clear it up. They cleared it up, did the damage control, and then put out the official statement
where he said
Verge Ausberry is the athletic director.
Yeah, Dr. Rousse has been consistent that he will demand excellence at LSU across every department and for every employee, and each of us will be evaluated based on our performance, the source said. That is the sentiment he intended to convey, but clearly did not communicate it well. So whoever the source is clearly works in the department.
Yes, no, and I mean he didn't communicate it well if that's what he was meaning.
No, it was
but
unbelievable fumble.
Right, and also that's kind of part of
A messy transition.
understanding where you're at now. Like this isn't McNeese. You can't say things and it not get dissected. So it's a very good learning experience up front of you have to really think about the things you say because there are hundreds of thousands of millions of people out there that are dissecting everything, especially when it comes to athletics and LSU football. That is where you've got to be very smart about the way you articulate and word things.
Standard performance.
But then at LSU Pres on Twitter, he put out, I just had a terrific meeting with LSU's AD, Verge Ausberry. I can't wait to get to work with him and our world-class athletic department. Now let's beat Bama this weekend. Go Tigers. So there's the official statement put out from the president of LSU confirming Verge as the athletic director. And then Verge, I believe there was an email that was sent out from Verge Ausberry that was sent, and it was his statement about being officially named the athletic director here at LSU. And when I get it pulled up, I will read it. He said he sent a message to LSU fans, and it says, "Dear LSU family, as an important part of the Tigers community, I want to share with you directly that President Rousse this afternoon formalized my appointment as LSU's Director of Athletics. There's been much change over the past 2 weeks, but our commitment to LSU sports and to its student athletes remains the same. We are already quietly assessing candidates for head football coach, and we will accept nothing short of finding a coach who will make the Tigers a national championship contender year in and year out. I will continue to keep you advised of our progress. Stewardship of LSU athletics is an honor and the work of my entire lifetime. I will not fail you. Thank you for your strong commitment to LSU. I know we're going to continue to do great things together. In Louisiana, our flagship institution enjoys the advantages of a talented staff, rich traditions, and passionate fans. With our big personalities and commitment to winning, we expect to succeed across the board every year. As Tigers, we accept no less. We are LSU. Go Tigers." So there's our second statement read of the morning, as Verge sent that out to LSU fans yesterday. And it has officially been confirmed he is the athletic director. And the biggest positive out of all of it, because it was a mess, you did the damage control yesterday. You get it right. You get it straightened out. You put it in cement that Verge Ausberry is the athletic director. And what that does is at least just steady the waters. And now that the waters are steadied, and I'm not going to spend too long on this. Now that the waters are steadied, you know what they should do, Lloyd? Stop talking, right? Now that you finally calmed the storm and you've got steady waters, you've got everything organized up to this point, let's just stop talking. No more radio hits, no more meeting with journalists, and if they ask about athletics, just a vague answer. You can say, I choose not to comment. You can plead the fifth. You can direct it to some. We're going to let Athletic Director Ausberry handle all of those things. Let's just no longer cause any mess or stir anything up with our words, please. Let's just keep the waves calm.
And if I read this, there's an impossible to get a feel for the situation because, as you said, you had to do damage control on something that didn't. You literally just
could have avoided it.
You started a fire to put it out.
Right.
Like, don't touch the stove again. But I was just looking up Verge's contract. The deal he did under President Tate was from January 2025, January 1, this year, all the way until December 31st of 2030. And so I think some people, at least me, were being speculative of, well, if he comes and, if he's going to relieve the interim tag and make him the permanent athletic director, would that come with a renewed contract in a sense of, here's the end date, but it feels like it's still very much a trial basis in my mind. Like, he could make this higher and be removed still. Like, I don't think this puts a lot of finality to it, but that's just me seeing how this whole thing is played out, that it's still not a lot of finality in the finality.
No, I'm with you. I just think, at least from a PR standpoint,
this is just sweeping it under the rug.
I think for the majority of people, this at least just
we'll clean up,
quiets a little bit, just calms the waves. And to keep it calm, what you do is you just shut up. and you don't say anything, and you stop stepping in it. Please. I am begging you to stop stepping in it.
Oh.
It's so easy to not step in it. Like if I were to ask you the question.
They were walking on the sidewalk, and then they saw a piece of shit, and they're like, it would be great if I put my foot in that.
Right. Let's just stop. Let's keep our shoes clean. Walk on the clean sidewalk. But 2 claps this morning as, guess what? LSU soccer defeats the Bulldogs of Mississippi State and are headed to the SEC Tournament Championship this Sunday as they will face, I believe, Vanderbilt.
We will find a winner for you. It's LSU. We will find something positive.
Somebody will win.
Somebody's going to win around here.
Somebody's going to win. And right now it's LSU soccer who on Sunday will be facing off against Vanderbilt in the SEC Soccer Tournament Championship in Pensacola. 2 claps for LSU soccer. Ready. You got a winner. You got a winner, my friends. Whether it's not football, okay, you were expecting
It's football.
an SEC championship in football, and you got an SEC championship in football. Shout out to LSU soccer.
Good hire, huh?
And the job they're doing. Yeah, great hire. It's working out as they're going to play for an SEC championship Sunday night. Everyone better be tuned in. LSU, we're going to talk about it Monday morning. Recap the football match between LSU and Vanderbilt. Maybe get some revenge for the football program and take down the Commodores.
I love that. They have a soccer team?
Vanderbilt? Mm-hmm. That's who that's who they face off.
Well, I know they like to skirt the rules when it comes to Title IX, so I was just surprised to see them have.
They do. They do have a soccer team.
They better be good.
Who, Vandy's?
Yeah. All those girls that would love to play softball had to pivot.
Play soccer. But, yeah, no. I mean, they do have a soccer team, and that's who will face off against LSU on Sunday. So make sure you stay locked in over there. But, like I said, Frank Wilson met with the media yesterday, and as we have hit 7:30 this morning, we will get into some of the sound. Was not a long press conference, I'd say about 10 minutes he spent with the media. And about 3 minutes of that was his opening statement, which was, once again, a very good opening statement. I really do like the way that when Frank goes and gives his opening statement, he really breaks down what they've done throughout the week, and he gives a really good explanation of practice, mindset, goals, execution, all of those things. And he did that again yesterday. So we're going to open with the opening statement in just a moment as Frank walked in, met with the media, and just let him know the situation of how it went this week as he began his press conference to preview LSU versus Alabama tomorrow night in Bryant-Denny Stadium. This one will be the longest clip. Now, I don't think any of the other clips really get past a minute. This one's about 2.5, maybe 3, of him opening up the press conference and talking about yesterday's practice as well as the week preparing for Alabama.
And also, I would like to say, this isn't in the clip, but the intro when he walked in, very much he's getting his feet underneath him. It's not as buttoned up. He was, a little bit more comfortable with the media, as he always has been, but I felt like earlier on, he felt like he had to be very the general in the boat.
Right.
Like everybody's looking
Steady
to me.
ship.
Right. Like this is going to be like this is what we're doing. I have a clear line of direction now. It's like, okay, we've gotten past that part.
I also think like this press conference is probably an easier one for him.
It's about football.
Because he's locked in on football. Like,
Yeah.
That's all. That's literally just about football, Like he just gets to talk about, hey, we practiced, we did this for this reason, it'll turn into this on Saturday.
We got Training Day Denzel, and now we get Remember the Titans Denzel.
There you go. Amen. Here's Frank opening up his press conference yesterday.
Dash right in here. Okay, so we just wrapped up this Thriving Thursday practice, and we ended it in a 2-minute drill. A 2-minute drill for our football team where we put ourselves in 2 different scenarios and kind of mindset in anticipation of being put in tough situations and how we will respond to those situations. And so we got in 2 minutes. We were down by 2, and we wanted to put the stress and strain on the offense that we needed to put ourselves in position to be in field goal range to kick 3 to win the game. And we played it out. A very competitive event for us, for our defense. They came up with a big pick to seal victory for the Tigers. The next time we went with the next group, we were down by 7. We needed a touchdown and to put ourselves in position to be in Bryant-Denny Stadium in Tuscaloosa and have to make a decision. That decision would be, would we go for 1 to go into overtime, or would we go for 2 to win the football game? And make no doubt about it, we're going to try to win the football game. If we're in that position, we want everybody on our football team and our organization to know that we're going to do our very best to win the football game and not extend play as we get into that position. Competitive back and forth with the offense and defense. Proud of our team and the way that we've practiced this week. And here's what I say to our football team. The hay is not in the barn. There's no such thing after Thursday practice. It's over. It's done. No such thing. That we'll practice through Friday. We'll have walkthroughs on Saturdays. We will go into the game and we'll compete. And after the first series, we'll make an adjustment. And after the first half, we'll make an adjustment. And at halftime, we'll continue to make adjustments. And in the third quarter and on through the fourth quarter, until there's no more zeros on the clock, we're prepared to compete, make adjustments, and continue to work with a workman's-like mentality to the best of our ability. So that's our game plan. That's our mindset with a hard hat. With a hard hat and a lunch pail going to do work. And so that's kind of summarized what we've done this week, summarized what we've done this day. So I'll open it up for any questions you guys may have.
First of all, me and Frank kind of match.
Yeah, I cut the sleeves off.
Yeah, should I?
And then put another one on top of that.
Cut the sleeves off right now.
Yeah.
No, look, great opening statement from Frank. A little bit of emotion and passion in that one, as always. What I really liked was a handful of things that he said. He obviously shined some light on what they did in practice, some 2-minute drill stuff. He was like, if it can, and he literally said, if it came down to it, similar to 2022, and LSU scores a touchdown, and it's take the extra point to tie it or a 2-point conversion to win it, he said, LSU's going to try to win that football game. I was like, okay, Frank, all right. Setting the tone, the mindset there. But my favorite part was what he said when he was closing out there. He continued on, and as much as I loved the hard hat and the lunch pail going to do work, my favorite part was him talking about adjustments. He said we're going to go into the game with a mindset and a game plan. After the first quarter, we're going to adjust. Or he said after the first drive, we'll adjust. And then after the first quarter, we'll adjust. At halftime, we'll adjust. Through the third quarter, we'll adjust. And throughout the fourth quarter until there are zeros on that clock, we are going to adjust and try to give LSU the best chance to win that football game. I was like, okay, adjustments. We're going to game plan, execute, have the mentality, and we're going to adjust and try and win this football game on Saturday night. So,
I wonder if that's Van Buren coded.
Potentially. And look, and we can play that clip next where it's clip 7, Lloyd, of him talking about the quarterback situation. And that's one way to look at it. If that means part of the adjustment would be changing who's at quarterback. You look at what happens after the first drive, and you say, okay,
I'm adjusting.
I'm going to adjust. And whether that means you go from maybe Harlem to Caden or more Trey-Dez or from this receiver to that receiver. What I really like about this answer when he talks about Van Buren a little bit is the way he grouped those positions together, wide receiver, tight end, running back, quarterback, put them all together as just one unit of
offense.
Yeah. They're saying that we're gonna use every bullet we have.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's not gonna be if it gives us a chance to win, we're gonna use it.
Empty the clip.
Amen. And here's Frank talking about the quarterback situation and those other guys on offense as well.
Garrett is our starting quarterback. He will go out there as our starting quarterback. This with great anticipation and belief that he'll do all the things necessary to put us in position to win the game. We think we have a talented football team. Some of those guys at wide receiver, some of those guys at running back, some of those guys at the quarterback position. Any and every bullet that we have that we could use to advantage us, we will use it.
Any and every bullet that we have to advantage us, we're going to use it. And so very clearly there, I think you're going to see Michael Van Buren on the football field tomorrow night. I think that is the sentiment that you've gotten throughout the last 2 weeks, but that answer right there, every single bullet that LSU has that gives them a chance, they are going to use. Whether that's Teron Francis at wide receiver, whether that's, Donovan Green at tight end, Michael Van Buren at quarterback. If it gives LSU a chance to win, they're going to use it. The focus on this game is winning the football game. Straight up. Every bullet that LSU has that gives them a chance to win, they are going to fire it. Whether that's number 11 at quarterback, 88 at tight end, 83, 82, 15 at wide receiver, guys you haven't seen on the football field all that much, you're going to see it because LSU is going in with the mindset and the goal of winning this football game no matter what, which should always be the goal, right? Like, I don't feel like this is something new. We should be super excited and be like, oh, wow, this epiphany that LSU needs to go and try and win the football game. But by any means necessary, the focus is going in and winning that football game. And that's why I think that you've seen him be as vocal about Van Buren as he has been. He's continued to state Garrett Nussmeier's the starter. He's going to get the opportunity. But if he's not living up to the expectation, he's not meeting the standard, I fully expect Michael Van Buren to get into that football game. I don't think the answers you've heard can really steer you any other way.
No, he's keeping the door open for sure. And I think it's something that I don't know how much he's placating to the fan base as much as he's recognizing the performance on the field and going, we have options. From what you've seen from a limited sample size of Van Buren, I know it's been in a blowout and then a blowout. And it's easy to play that way, right? Whenever you can't even if you make a mistake, it doesn't matter. So you're playing fast, free, kind of putting yourself out there as like, I know what I'm doing because it feels you're walking into a very easy situation.
Right.
This is going to be entirely different because if you paint the picture of LSU versus Alabama in Bryant-Denny and you're walking out on that football field after you pulled your fifth-year senior starting quarterback, you're down 7-0, 10-0, 1st and 10 on the 25, and that fan base sees another quarterback, blood.
Right.
They're coming for it. And so I don't know if you – and because I don't see it going really any other way – I would be surprised if you see, and it could be a couple of spot plays, but I think that sends mixed messages as well because you have to handle this thing kind of delicately because you have the rest of your season still to play for. Because if you walk into Alabama and get a win, you still have something. It really is a 1-0 mentality.
Oh, yeah.
Because you have everything that is, you still have a 3% chance to make the college football playoff, lest we forget.
Yeah, I mean, crazier things have happened.
Yes, it's a backyard brawl. But if that scenario is a bit of that's why I don't think he's starting him because then that's just and I think Frank was here for this the Brandon Harris situation at Auburn at night and it's like go out there and go get us a win, kid. Like when he came in against Mississippi State the week before and almost led a triumphant comeback against Dak Prescott, the number 3 ranked Mississippi State Bulldogs.
Right.
And it's like, oh, this kid has to play. Like the offense, he was moving the football up and down the field. Do you think he scored like 17 straight points, something like that? It was like, okay. And Les pulled the trigger.
Right.
And it was like, you're starting next week. And it's like, I'm not ready for that at night. And like, oh, God, the kid was shook. First throw was into the stands.
He started calling high school plays.
He was calling high school plays in the huddle.
Right.
And so you don't want to set somebody up for that. And Van Buren, has experience. He's played big SEC games, but this is that was for a Mississippi State team that really wasn't playing for anything. So it was, again, the same situation of I can go do whatever, fast, free, make mistakes, don't make mistakes, doesn't matter, I'm going to sling this thing all over the yard. And I don't know, if he takes that mentality, sure, but I think he's going to be a situation in which if you see him like that, it's going to be an opportunity for Bama to close the door. Or it's LSU, change of pace and everything starts to move. That's what you're doing. It's a shot in the arm.
Right.
Either way. But that's what it tells me. And I would love for him to be eased into the situation, but I think they're going to try to give Garrett, unless they've had a conversation in which it was, hey, this is how we've practiced it, and Frank did say we've used him more this week than we ever have. So there could be packages, and if LSU's moving the football and you see him get in, And it's like, okay, this is the way that they want to do it, like a Matt Flynn Paraloo situation, two totally different players. But it was like this was built in and baked into the game plan. Like, don't be surprised. Or it's Nuss out, Buren, you're in, grab a helmet, water bug.
Right, and I think my full anticipation after the first quote he gave talking about the quarterback spot was Van Buren packages, like that they had worked through on it throughout the week, and that's what it was going to be. If there was a short yardage situation, high leverage short yard where you needed a quarterback that would and could tuck it and run,
Show you something different,
a change of pace, then it would be used. Now the answer just to me is starting to sound more like
you don't play.
He's going to play.
And
Right?
I will pose two questions to you.
Okay.
Over under the amount of snaps on offense before you see Van Buren. And
I mean, there's potential that you see 2 drives of offense, and then Van Buren's in,
right.
like where it goes 3 and out, like because this is what I'm gonna anticipate. I'm anticipating LSU gets the ball first because they always get the ball first.
I think that changes this week
You
too.
think so? You think you win?
I think LSU wins the coin toss.
LSU wins
That man was cursed.
Please.
It was cursed. Frank seems like somebody I don't want to flip a coin with.
No, not at all. Heads I win, tails you lose.
Uh-huh.
I think that like what would happen would be like LSU loses the coin toss, 3 and out, right? Bama goes down and scores. You get the ball back. Hey, time to respond. 3 and out. If that happens, pull the leash. To me, like that would be especially if Bama goes down and scores again. Like
Then it's an easy decision.
If you go down 14-0, 2 3 and outs, easy decision. 10-0, 2 3 and outs. Potentially, I still think it also just depends what it looks like offensively. But I think you could see. I would set the over under at like 11.5 snaps before you see him, and there's potential. I would go over, but there's a potential for it to be under 11.5.
See, and if we want to look at this optimistically, I was going to put it like 3.5. LSU gets kind of rolling a little bit. You start seeing the tempo of the offense. Van Buren jogs on, Nuss jogs off. They have a package built in of like change of pace. They're moving.
I like that.
Like that would be the game plan, right? If they're using it more, it's like, okay, at this point in the game, when we see this situation, Van Buren comes in and everybody's all good with it. It's not hey, you're getting pulled. This is part of the offense now.
This is what we've done all week.
Right, and so it's a change of pace to where it looks good, and you get Van Buren in, and if the momentum is rolling in that direction, I think that's great. But you have to have qualified and clarified with everybody,
right,
that this is what it's going to be. Like Nuss has to understand, like there ain't no bad body language when you get yanked.
Right,
it's like this is for the team. This is what we're doing. This is what we practice.
Trying to win.
Right,
and I think, and I fully anticipate that those things
have been smooth,
have been handled. Like there's not like if there's anything that I expect from Frank and this staff right now, he has been very vocal about the way they've communicated with the football team, right? The things they've done to keep everybody locked in, to keep everybody focused on one similar goal. And so if there's anything I trust, it's the communication aspect with this football team. So I would your thought process of 3.5, I like that, where it's a very organized situation. Nobody's surprised. Nobody's shocked.
It's almost like this seamless transition of when it happens. Like, oh, it's not as big of a surprise as opposed to 3 and out.
Yank.
You start. Yeah, you see
and,
you see him warming up on this. It's like, oh, they might make a change here.
Right. No, instead it's
smooth and
part of 3rd and 5 as you're driving down the field. You get to the 40.
I would like to see like a 2nd and 8.
Right.
Like not a high leverage. Like just let them get adjusted to the game flow. Understand this is part of it, and I'm sure they have. Like I don't know if you've seen Gruden, like whenever he describes putting together a play sheet, like he did this video on social media where these are the calls here. It's very much organized for what we like. We all sit in a room, and they're doing this today. Of what do you like on 3rd and 8? What do you like on the 40? On the different parts of the football field of what's your go-to play? What's your go-to play? And they star them 1, 2, and 3. 1 is obviously our best play. 2 is our second best play. 3 our third best play. And if there's one of those 3 are a Van Buren play, put them out there. If not, then it's Nuss's machine to continue to
Right. Keep driving
drive.
the ball. Nate 1886 in the chat. MVB in the red zone should 100% happen.
Yeah, I mean, you have to figure out a way to get the red zone offense operable because they've been
Right.
able to move the football.
Right.
As janky as it's been,
When we threw that graphic up there, it was
LSU's on an island
LSU was
alone.
really good on quality drives, really bad on points per.
It's crazy because even I would say the quality drives, it just feels almost like a surprise when
100%.
something good happened. It's like, oh, they popped one because they're so athletic. They have so many playmakers on that side, but it just has never been consistent. Like you could probably count on one hand the 8 to 10 play drives, 3 and 15 off the clock, where it's like, whoa, that offense looks dominant.
I mean, just go watch the South
First
Carolina
play against
game.
Clemson.
Right. The South Carolina game specifically, where you got down the field again and again, and you ended with 20 points because you couldn't punch it in. You settled for 3. You turn the ball over. You fumble at the 1. You throw an interception. You throw another interception.
And that's the game where it kind of felt as if there was still a sense of optimism.
You're turning a corner.
Like Florida and South Carolina's like, okay, you can win with defense. Then you saw the offense just roll, but there wasn't points. Like you could have named a score. It's what a lot of people were saying. Like it could have been 42-10.
Right.
But it wasn't. And that's because you couldn't finish drives. And whether it was self-inflicted or just a lack of schematic advantage, something has to change because you're not going to win beating Alabama with field goals or zeros.
No, you have to get into the end zone. And you also have to protect the football. You can't, not turning the football over in this football game is of the utmost importance. If you want to have a chance to be competitive in this game, you got to take care of the ball. I think it'll be interesting to see how the quarterback situation gets handled and what it does look like throughout the night. And the way it goes. It could go where Nussmeier gets pulled and it's Van Buren's car to drive, or something like Lloyd said, where it's very organized, articulated, and meticulous about how they use Van Buren, how they structure it, and it looks like something that's not catching anyone by surprise. Another thing that he talked about in his press conference yesterday is clip 8. He was asked specifically about fourth down aggressiveness. This was right after the opening statement where he talked about going forward on 2 and maybe more of an aggressive mindset. He was then asked about the way they would handle fourth downs and how aggressive they would be on those sorts of downs. I think is another interesting thing because when we look back to the game we've compared tomorrow night to 2021, LSU went forward on fourth down 7 times.
5 of 7.
5 of 7 on fourth downs. And so that in a game like this, if you want to spoil somebody's season, that aggressive mindset might be where you go. So here's Frank talking about their potential fourth down aggressiveness.
It varies. It'll vary. Yeah. The swing of the game, how it's going, the momentum of the game, the score of the game. If you're asking, is there a fourth down situation that we may go for? Quite possibly. If it advantages us, certainly. Are we going to play smart football and be conscientious of the analytics and the things that could put us in harm's way? Of course we will. And so each one of those scenarios could be individually based on the situation, time in the game, score of the game. But whatever is necessary to advantage us, be certain that we will do it.
Whatever is necessary to advantage us, be certain that we will do it. They are going to be aggressive in this football game. They're going to do everything they can and exhaust all options to go win this football game. And I'm excited. I'm very excited to see them get out on that football field tomorrow night. Very, very excited. Lloyd, if there was just one key to victory for you going into tomorrow night, one thing that if you see LSU do it and check that box, you think they have a very good chance at winning the football game tomorrow night against Alabama, what would it be?
Run the dang ball.
That's what I assumed you'd say.
Run it.
Because look, and I think I'm going to compare to 2021 again. They ran the ball 40 times in that football game. Tyrese Price 23 carries. Running the football, giving your defense a break, milking a little bit of clock, and playing a physical style of football. Look, I don't think LSU has gotten better at running the football and drastically over the last 10 days because you didn't add new players. Your offensive line didn't turn into the Philadelphia Eagles, and you don't have Saquon Barkley in the backfield. But you've seen really good flashes from Harlem Berry, especially last time out against Texas A&M. And on top of that, the biggest knock against your run game last game you played was the fact that you stopped doing it. And that piece is very easily solvable. Just don't stop. Don't get away from it. If you go down 10, keep running it. And so I think that's the biggest shift you could see in the run game. And to your point is stay committed to it. Like that, it's of the utmost importance in this game. If you're going to play spoiler, if you're going to be the underdog, if you're going to go out there with the mentality you anticipate LSU is going to go out there and have, don't get away from running the football. Because you have gotten better at it. You've seen Harlem Berry flash. I thought against Texas A&M in the first half he looked excellent. He chipped away. Like it wasn't like he broke off just one long 60-yard run. It was a 10-yard run here, 5 here, 4 here, 6, 8, 12, and then into the end zone. And then when you went down 3 and then 10 in the second half, you just didn't give him the football. And so I don't think you're going to be in the situation of you're going to be able to just run it right down Alabama's throat. But just because you go down a score or two doesn't mean stop giving 22 the football. Because he's been, outside of Trey'Dez Green, your best offensive player over the last couple of weekends.
And I'll say this just because I think it bears mentioning. Everybody's understand that Harlem Berry is the flash, right? It's the sexiest thing you have. It's the newest thing you got. It's fun to beat that drum. Caden Durham has not played bad at all.
He's just not healthy.
He's gotten healthy. I mean, it's hard to say that when he had 7 carries for 59 yards against Vanderbilt for 8.4 yards a carry. And then A&M, he had 5 carries for 36 yards for 7 yards a carry.
Yeah, but 1 carry is 28.
That he does that consistently.
Right, he'll pop one.
He does that consistently.
Right.
And Harlem Berry's was 11 for 55, so he can run the ball.
Right.
11 carries for 55 yards against Vanderbilt, 9 carries for 59 yards against Texas A&M. So they're both averaging around 5 yards a carry. Harlem Berry at 4.9, Caden Durham at 4.8. So you have legitimately 2 dudes in the backfield that can go get you yards, because I think Caden Durham is not getting enough credit for getting the hard yards, because you see the big play. Like he'll get you 3, 4, 2, which is that's running back. Like that's part of the job.
Yeah.
It gets a spotlight put on it whenever it's 3rd and 2 and you don't get a first down.
Right.
But they ran the ball to get there. It's just you can't finish those 3rd and shorts, the goal line plays. So that gets put on Caden Durham whenever we talked about this before the year and going into what do you want to see LSU be able to do when the whole world knows I'm running it right at you. You can't get it.
Right.
And that's not on Caden Durham as much as it's on offensive line and the mentality of don't get pushed around. I think that'll change too. I'd like to see, talk about keys to victory.
Right.
Convert on 3rd down, convert on 3rd and short. Make yourself known that, okay, this isn't the same LSU that they'd fly up the A-gap and then you get pushed back and lose 4 yards and now you can't go for it.
Right.
Go get the hard yards. And I think that's you talk about lunch pail mentality, hard hat mentality. That's all that is that's one effort, have to, because there's 2 ways to do it. One is which you're dominant up front and you're physical, or you have to find a way to be able to find hidden yards and
scheme.
And that's where Joe Sloan got caught in the middle of I don't know what I want to do because I don't know what works. And so I'm going to try a bunch of different things, and when it was good, you were 10 of 13 on 3rd down.
Right.
When it was bad, you were 3 of 13 on 3rd down, and people are walking out the stadium.
Yeah, no, I agree. And I think so offensively, if you had that commitment to the run game and you were able to get the hard yards, but then, like you said, if you stay committed to it, those hard yards will turn into a 28-yard run or pop a 30-yard run, where you'll extend some of those plays. And then outside of that offensively, I think once again your focus is on 14. There's no reason to not continue to go to that well because he has consistently answered the call offensively. He's been your best player on offense this season. I don't think there's really any debate there.
And I understand the bye week was marred with a bunch of different things from hirings to firings to promotions to not promotions to promotions
Back to
again
promotions,
to
right.
a statement after statement. I feel like I'm in a law school. I'm reading so much and highlighting.
Never
and
read this much in my
no,
life.
Jesus. Like, read it to me, Frank. Anybody with a soothing voice.
Yes.
But you forget that people can, like, Caden Durham,
Get healthy.
banged up.
Right.
Had a week to get recovered. Trey Green, banged up. A week to get healthy. Garrett Nussmeier, banged up. A week to get healthy. Like, all those things.
Bernard Gooden.
Right. And if yeah, perfect.
Right.
Not on the injury report.
Yeah.
And that's why I don't think Wood will play again. But if this was a normal situation in which LSU had 2 losses going into this and was still in the picture, that's all the things we'd be highlighting as got this bye week to get healthy. Let's come up with a game plan strictly for Alabama, the 1-0 thing, and you'd be being able to say, maybe. But on top of that, you get one more cherry on top, is what you get a wholesale change of the mentality of the football team, which also comes with a perfect time for a bye week, was get him out now, because the waiting would not have done anybody any good.
No favors.
And so to pull the trigger then was Peaky Blinders. Like, we're doing this now.
Yeah.
And that's what it was. That's what it was necessary to not only save the fan base, and I don't know if you heard Gordon talk about it. Like, they made that decision during the game. Because he lives up here, right? Because he was talking about the fan base. He's like, the seats. It's like, we know where you sit, Gordon. Like, I know. I'm glad you're up there because that's where the decision makers sit.
Right.
And if
you
it
shouldn't
was,
be down here with
no, yeah, you don't want this hot dog. But fix it. It.
Give me a good hot dog, please.
If that changes, I'll be all in.
I know it.
But they said, like, they watched it. They were watching it. They are fans.
Right.
If you're going to stroke checks to something and give an inordinate amount of money,
You're going to love it how I love it.
They do. And that's the best thing about being rich is, if it's not working, I'll get a new one. There's no going to the shop.
Right.
It's give me the next new one, and it's like, oh, okay, like yes, and that's what the powers that be did, because you got embarrassed, and it was a sense of they're checked out. Like, you see the team,
apathetic.
You saw where you were. What were you up? 4 points.
18-14.
18-14. It's like, okay, everybody had theirs, like a sense of like quiet optimism, like, okay,
right?
Like
they're battling. They had 1,000% had a chance.
Yes, like
in
it.
Yes,
and the fans were in it.
Yes,
in a absolutely stark contrast
to what you
30
saw.
minutes later.
Right, 30 minutes.
I would say 15 minutes later. But
2 drives later.
And it might be the best 2 drives in the 2025 season.
Right.
We don't know yet, but I know that it was, for now, 2 drives that needed to happen, and I'm glad they happened then as opposed to week 10.
Right.
So I think with that, they saw the apathy in which it was coached with. Now you have the bye week, all these things. Like, you have a little bit of momentum.
Yes.
Going into Alabama.
No, I mean, if it was, like you said,
strictly football.
If it was 2 losses, like if you had 2 losses right now, our show would be completely different. There'd be all these reasons of, okay, these guys got healthy. Jamari Butler, who's been shaken up, and Bernard Gooden, who've been 2 very good defensive players for you, are healthy. Go down the list of these guys, especially like you said on offense with Durham and Green and Braylon Moore and Garrett Nussmeier, Carius Kern. Go down the list of guys that are now healthy. And so I think there are ways to spin it where you do have momentum, and I think that's only been added to with the changes, like you're saying. Like, watch that hype video again. That energy is different than what's been in that building all year. From the top, they've had energy elsewhere, but now the guy in charge, the guy that everyone's looking to, the guy that is delivering the speech in the huddle, in the team room, in the locker room, before the game, at halftime, has a little bit different vibe about him.
He's all in.
All in. And so that gives you momentum going into this game. And to play the other side, my key to what victory would be on defense is to cause havoc and create turnovers. That's what kept you in the game against Texas A&M in that first half. Was you intercepted Reed twice, you blocked a punt, and turned it into a safety, like takeaways, turnovers. Like, A&M marched right down the field on that drive. But A.J. Halsey jumps the pass, gets an interception to the end zone. Huge play. Mansour Delane, cat corner blitz, tips it, Perk right there, catch it. Huge. If you can turn Alabama over, similar to how you did in 2022, right? Because I remember that game specifically, Jark Bernard Converse, interception in the end zone. Like massive. Like when that happened, it was like, okay, like
settle in.
We're in. Like this is we're Alabama drove down the field the way you 2019 drove down the field to a whoop. Coach, it's a different.
You need.
It's a game. It's literally. It's funny enough. You just need one. But when you see on the first drive, when a team like Alabama, who I know they're not the same, Nick is on that sideline, but that Crimson A still haunts the same way. When they march down the field and you're like, here we go again. They still have the boogeyman still has our number. And then Jark Bernard Converse jumps the ball, rips it out. And then Tua Tagovailoa fumbles and it's timeout. And then like A&M, A.J. Halsey jumps the pass. You go block a punt. Jace Thomas, shout out. He got a shout out from Frank last night. Get to see him on the field more. He's earned the opportunity. If you run the football effectively and you stay committed to it and you force turnovers, you win that turnover battle, LSU is going to be in this football game.
They're got good players.
That's the thing. I was watching the 2021 game yesterday because I've been talking about it a lot. I was like, you know what? I'm going to put it back on and watch it. Because, like, obviously, God, that team was bad. So bad. No offense to the guys that were on that football team. But watching that game, I was like,
how?
The talent from that team to what it is right now is night and day. Like, LSU was not a very good football team in 2021. But what they did was they fought, they scratched, they clawed, they made plays, they battled all the way until the end and lost by 6 with 3 chances to win it at the end. They got the football in the red zone thrice down 6 because they got punts. They forced a punt. Then Cam Lewis forced fumble. It gets recovered. Shout out. And so watching that game again, I was like, look, in the simplest brain, if you put that mindset mentality on this team with these players, you can go win it 1,000% because this team is so much better than what that football team was. And so, and like Hunter Hall said, Ty's thrown 1 interception. Alabama's lost 5 fumbles. It's not who they are. Get them to be uncharacteristic, to break the mold. You make the plays. That's why you spent $18 million to go and make the plays. If LSU's able to run the ball effectively, stay committed to it, right? Don't break the mold and forget about it when you go down 2 scores. And then win the turnover battle. Protect the football when you have it. Make plays when the other team has it.
Yeah, Ty Simpson's last interception was a month ago. But that's when Vanderbilt...
Smells like he's due.
Yeah, that's what... And Vanderbilt had Alabama on the ropes.
Right.
That's what it took. And it was it's obviously a momentum piece, but that's what you need to see is to get them off schedule, make a play when you need to change the game, and then it puts you on your heels a little bit, and then Alabama came out and, readjusted.
Right.
But Vanderbilt let them back in that football game. Probably a
Vanderbilt
fumble.
didn't put it away. Right. Had opportunities. Red zone offense. I mean, because we can give you the same keys to victory every week. 3rd down conversions.
Football is
red zone offense. It's a very simple sport. There's a script to how to win. Convert on 3rd down. When you get inside the 20, score touchdowns. And so, red zone offense also extremely important. If you get down there, you have got to leave with points. Most importantly, 6 of them. Get into the end zone. I'm excited to see what the defensive backfield looks like against Alabama because where Alabama's been extremely successful is Ty Simpson throwing the football. Your dudes are on that defensive backfield. Mansour Delane, who completely locks down a side of the field. A.J. Halsey, Tamarcus Cooley, who are playmakers at the safety spot. DJ Pickett and P.J. Woodland, who are very good on that boundary side. I'm excited to see what that looks like. Like Hunter Hall said on Monday when he called in, when you see number 5 motion into the backfield in crimson, go get him. And he's getting the football. It's going to number 5. So
it's also a chance for them to self-scout and probably notice that they have some tendencies as well. So it
Right.
might be something off of that. That's what the lore and history of this series has been that. It's been adjustments to what you normally do to be able to win. You saw Alabama try, I'll even go further back, like the toss dive reverse. That
Right.
was something Les has never run and never ran again. But that was totally a self-scout and moment of when it comes to we got to have it play, we have one.
Right.
Because nobody's ever seen this. We're going to pull it out now. And then you can go to Game of the Balance 2011. Nick Saban doesn't run trick plays.
no.
But they had to do something, and they had something in their back pocket for when it comes to this is what we're going to do. Lane Kiffin in overtime against LSU
Right.
has a play dialed up that they saved. Like, when we got to have it, this is the time to call it. So it's always been a game in which you kind of reverse tendencies at some points because this is what we do. We set it up, set it up, set it up. So when you get this look, this is what they do. And you beat that into the brains of your players of when you see 5 come in the backfield, he's getting it. At some point, you don't do that anymore. You do something off of it. And I would imagine that the way that this game was built up and you had a week to install something new, you might see something different. But this is a game to watch for different tendencies from
Right.
both squads. And for LSU, it's simple. They're going to try to run the football. If you're
Right.
like Alabama, like, look, they might get in 22 personnel. They might get under center. Like, different things that you haven't seen. Like, they have to go back and watch tape from Florida State.
Right.
And that's really all you have to go off of. Like, you can look at the LSU offense and you can evaluate those players. You know where they're deficient, but it's good on good for LSU's defense and Alabama's offense. They're going to want to
Right.
be able to throw it. You have DJ Pickett, you have Mansour Delane, they have Ryan Williams, and who's the other receiver that has exploded onto the
Jeremy
scene?
Bernard.
Yes, which they're trying to say he's better, but
He's played really good.
that's you have somebody on the other side of you that's getting a lot of attention. But if it's LSU, then you want to look at it like, okay, good on good. Mansour Delane, you're going to be the first corner taken. Go prove it. You're
Right.
following Ryan Williams.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. This is.
Because LSU loves to. They want to play man football. They want to be able
Yes.
to blitz, bring pressure, and man you up.
They want to. They want to press
That's
coverage.
Corey
They wanna get
Raymond.
physical with your wide receiver. This is the matchup, right? Like it all. Like I know the records aren't what they have always been. The talent on these two football fields is
Hasn't
there.
changed.
It's there. You know what I mean? Like in 2021, that game was. I think Bama was favored by like 20.5.
Oh, but LSU was in absolute. Shows you like absolute disarray.
Right, but those two teams delivered once again. Mm-hmm. It's still LSU Alabama, and I know it's different. Nick isn't on the sideline; he's going to be on game day, and he's going to be talking about the game. The talent is still there. There are first-round picks on the football field. There are second-round picks on the football field. Ryan Williams versus Mansour Delane is it's not Patrick Peter versus Julio, but it's a matchup where you're seeing the number one corner in the draft versus the number one wide receiver in next year's draft. It's still that, you know what I mean? Like, it's not Pat Pete versus Julio was the best matchup you've ever seen in your life. So it's not to the same level, but it's the same script.
Yeah, they have
Don't make it happen.
Jeremy Bernard, who has 38 catches, 526 yards, 6 touchdowns.
How many rushes does he have? Does he have his rushing yards? Because they use him all over.
They do not have rushing. This is just receiving stats.
Okay.
I could find it, but I was just going to go down the list of 33 catches, 495 yards, 3 touchdowns for Ryan Williams, and then Isaiah Horton, also somebody to keep an eye on, number one. 22 catches, 272 yards, 5 touchdowns. So they have 3 guys that can essentially that you're looking out for. And I think that LSU has enough guys on that side of the ball to be able to combat that, whether it be
Right, the strengths match up. The strength of the Alabama offense and the strength of the LSU defense match up. You know what I mean? Where it's your receivers versus LSU's DBs. Like that, those are the two strengths of the team. Jeremy Bernard also has 15 carries, 94 yards, and 2 touchdowns. So that's about 6 yards a pop when he gets the football. out of the backfield. So, look, it's still going to be an entertaining football game in my eyes. Like, I think that's still 1,000% my expectation between these two. Hunter Hall with a really good point in the chat. I think Alabama is going to be distracted tomorrow with number 15 Alabama basketball versus number 5 St. John's in Madison Square Garden. Very possible that all eyes are on Nate Oates and Alabama basketball versus Rick Pitino and St. John's and MSG. But look.
Very addicting.
Yeah. I'm excited for this football game tomorrow night, and we're going to talk about it with an LSU Alabama legend in Rohan Davey. LSU former quarterback, played for Nick Saban in the early years of the LSU Golden Era, laid the foundation. He was also back in the building last week on the first Huddle Up Thursday that Frank put together with some of the former players and the current LSU roster. Don't forget, every single day we are brought to you by CAS Roofing and Advising. Our guy Pierce Patterson over at CAS. His number is 225-910-0619. CAS Roofing and Advising. It's not just another roof, it's our reputation. Give him a call. He'll come out, check your roof out, let you know if you need a new one or if not. And they'll walk you through the process. They do great work over there. Make sure you call 225-910-0619. We will take a quick break as we've rolled into hour number 2 this morning and be right back with more Tingle and Co. right after this break.
Wardos was created in honor of Alan Ward Branning III, fondly known by family and friends as Wardo. In 2019, the oldest brother of the tribe passed away unexpectedly. His remaining siblings and loved ones wanted to honor his memory in a special way. In 2022, Ward's family decided to combine the need for a sandwich shop in downtown Natchez with a desire to pay tribute to Ward's love of good friends, good times, and great food. Through blood, sweat, tears, and countless hours of hard work, Wardo's was born. So go visit Wardo's today at 309 North Broadway Street in Natchez, where the po' boys are so good, you'll swear you're in Cajun country.
Hey, Miss Lou, come visit us, Tom and Rebranding at Gilmart and On the Go Deli.
Gilmart has clean restrooms, community coffee, an awesome beer cave, and a great selection of anything you may need.
Located at the corner of Highland Boulevard and Highway 61 South in Natchez.
Also stop by Wardo's Po' Boys at 309 North Broadway on the beautiful Natchez Bluff,
where everyone is family.
When it comes to your home, the roof over your head matters. At CAS Roofing, we don't just install shingles, we build peace of mind. With years of experience and a commitment to craftsmanship, our team shows up on time, gets the job done right, and treats every project like it's our own home. Whether it's repair, a replacement, or storm damage that caught you off guard, CAS Roofing is ready. We're local, we're dependable, and we stand behind every nail, every shingle, and every promise we make. Because at the end of the day, it's not just about roofing, it's about protecting what matters most. CAS Roofing. Built on trust, backed by quality.
All right, welcome back here to hour number 2 of Tingle & Co. We appreciate you hanging out with us here on this Friday morning, this LSU football eve. X-Soda, $10 super chat. Thank you very much, my friend. We appreciate the super chat. Good morning, Tingle & Co. Hope everyone has a fabulous Friday. Amen. May the football gods bless us with an amazing Saturday of Tiger football. LSU forever. Go Tigers.
Hell yeah.
Go Tigers, X-Soda. I would love an amazing Saturday of Tiger football. That's for sure. And we will be live, like we said, from Golf Suites with some LSU legends and Rohan Davey and Kevin Falk watching some LSU football, as Golf Suites will have a $50 kegger, $50 for a band, free draft beer, unlimited draft beer, pizza, boneless wings, fries.
And if you say you're with Tingle & Co., maybe we'll knock $10 off. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe so. Come hang out with us tomorrow.
But
in
you have
Golf
to
Suites.
you have to whisper it in their ear.
Yes. Give an example.
If they're a guy.
Give an example.
You're with Tingle & Co.
Come join us in the Golf Suites bar tomorrow watching LSU versus Alabama, 6:30 p.m. kick. The kegger starts at 5. We will be there earlier than that. Also tomorrow, let me pull this up.
The weather's going to be a bit chilly.
It is going to be a little chilly outside.
We should maybe get there set up.
Hit some balls.
Hit a couple.
Maybe we'll hit some balls.
Yeah, I got the swing was put online. I got doxed.
I saw that. Not only the swing, your scorecard got put online.
Oh, what's
My
that?
My dad sent me a screenshot
Yeah.
of your scorecard.
There was a couple of opportunities where there was some slow play on the course, so somebody has to bite the bullet on that, and I am more than okay with not carding a score.
There you go. But
picked up a couple that was like could chip it and make par, and then it's like, oh, okay, whatever. I'm not even gonna walk over there.
Another thing for tomorrow, our guy Rohan, who's going to join us here, put out on his Facebook, hey everyone, as many of you know, my family in Jamaica got hit hard by the recent hurricane. There's been a lot of devastation. I'm doing what I can to help. This Saturday from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m., I'll be selling plates through Quick Six Catering to raise funds for families back home. Every plate and pan sold goes directly towards helping them recover and rebuild. You can pick up at Campus Cuts, 3073 Nicholson Drive. The menu is, it's for supporting hurricane relief efforts in Jamaica. You can get a full pan of jerk chicken. Chicken only, must order by noon Friday. So by noon today, for $125, you get a full pan of jerk chicken. But then you can also get a jerk chicken bowl with rice and peas and plantains for $15. An oxtail bowl with rice and peas and plantains for $25. And jerk wings and smothered potatoes for $20. Like you said, pick up at Campus Cuts, 3073 Nicholson Drive. You can bring cash or Venmo at Rohan-Davey for your bowl, plate, or pan of jerk chicken. So as Ro tries to help out and support his family and the community back home in Jamaica, he will be doing Saturday, tomorrow, 11 a.m., 4 p.m., before the game. Go get a jerk chicken bowl, an oxtail bowl, some jerk wings, or just a full pan of jerk chicken. And I'll tell you one thing. I have eaten Rohan's cooking before. You will not be disappointed that you spent the money. You'll be very pleased.
Bruh. And that the best thing about it is it's Ro cooking it.
Right.
Like,
right,
and
no,
you
literally.
get this man, towel in hand. He's working back there, and he is one of the biggest, if not the biggest, wing critic of anyone. And so when he believes in his product very much so. So if you get anything, I highly suggest just the jerk chicken wings are unbelievable.
That's outstanding.
And
you talk about the passion he watches and played LSU football
brother
with.
sweating.
The food, him with his food, he might be more passionate about it than LSU Tiger football.
That's what he put all of his football, I guess, mindset and passion
into
the chicken wings. Like you got it. Like you know what they say with the next phase of your career, you have to find something you're passionate about. It's Rohan's chicken.
Look, and he'll join us in about a little under 10 minutes this morning. We'll get him to talk about that Quick Six Catering and those deals. I just wanted to make sure we let you guys know for tomorrow. I will definitely be getting myself
no
some
doubt.
food. That's for sure. As it's going to, like I said, you will not regret it. LSU women's basketball last night. defeated Southeastern Louisiana 115-26. Really upset by the 13 points they gave up in the fourth quarter. They held Southeastern to 4 in the first, 2 in the second, 7 in the third, and then just really fell apart there at the end, giving up 13 in the fourth.
Can't happen.
Can't happen. I'm just kidding. They put an absolute dominant performance where they, got the minutes sprinkled all around, really showed the depth of this team, led by Flau'jae Johnson with 17 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists on 70% shooting, and 3 of 4 from 3. Love to see that. Kate Koval with 16, 9, and a block. Zakiya Johnson, once again, 16, 5, 4 steals and a block. Stuff in the stat sheet. Michaela Williams with 8 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals. Off the bench, you saw Mylasia Fulwiley with a quiet night. Didn't really get the shot falling from outside. But you know who did is true freshman Bella Hines, 14 points, 3 rebounds, an assist, 2 steals. Shot 4 of 6 from 3 last night. And just filled it up as they scored 115 points. Just showing off the depth of this roster, although it is against a lower-level FCS opponent, against in-state Southeastern Louisiana. You still saw the depth of this team, and once again, shooting the ball extremely well, scoring, rebounding, forcing turnovers. Southeastern turned the ball over 29 times, as LSU had 19 steals and 3 blocks. Was a good victory for LSU women's basketball last night as they continue their impressive play as they just dominate the non-conference. I think that's 30 straight non-conference wins for LSU women's basketball over the last 2 seasons. And they will play again on Sunday against Georgia Southern at 1 p.m. I believe at Georgia Southern. It will not be a home. No, it's at home. It is at home. It's at home. It's in Georgia. Yeah. In Georgia, LSU versus Georgia Southern on Sunday at 1 p.m. As the LSU women's basketball team looks to continue their strong showing up to this team. This is the deepest roster she's had in Kim Mulkey. This roster is absolutely deep, especially at the guard spot with some of these freshmen. You saw Bella Hines, like I said, last night, hit 4 threes, played really good defensively. I think she drew a charge as well. And then obviously you have the stars in Johnson, Williams, Fulwiley, and then some of those other freshmen as well. I'm excited to watch this team continue to grow as the year goes on, continue to develop, and just kind of mesh, even though it already seems like they have a really good relationship and bond with one another. They've shown the ability to be very good on both sides of the basketball. And then obviously LSU men's basketball back on the court Monday night as well. So you'll have women's basketball. You got football Saturday night. You've got on Sunday, you've got a packed day of women's basketball and LSU soccer. And then Monday night, you're back in the PMAC for LSU versus UNO. I will be in the PMAC Monday night to watch LSU versus the Fighting Master P's of University of New Orleans. As hopefully Matt McMahon and his roster can keep it rolling for basketball season. So we'll definitely keep you up to date with what basketball has in store. We will get our guy Schwartzy back in studio soon to talk some LSU women's basketball as football starts to dwindle down and basketball really gets going. I'm excited to see what both men's and women's basketball continues to develop into as the season goes on. We will take, I know it's going to be another quick break here, back to back, but Roe should be pulling up very, very soon as he's going to join us at 8:30 this morning. And we need to get the studio set and ready for our guy Rohan Davey, who will join us in just a moment. So we appreciate all of you. Make sure you like, subscribe. When we shut it down today, leave a comment. But while we go to break, to keep you all occupied and busy, drop some questions in the chat that you have for Rohan, as he will either talk about being in the building last Thursday, the doors being back open to former players, also the dynamics at quarterback. Roe has been a backup quarterback. He's been a starting quarterback. He knows the dynamics between the two. And then obviously you can just ask him about some memories of LSU versus Alabama as well. So drop your questions in the chat, hashtag AskRo. And if you want to ask him about his jerk chicken wings, you can as well. So we'll take a quick break here. We'll be right back with Rohan Davey talking LSU football right after this.
Wardos was created in honor of Alan Ward Granning III, fondly known by family and friends as Wardo. In 2019, the oldest brother of the tribe passed away unexpectedly. His remaining siblings and loved ones wanted to honor his memory in a special way. In 2022, Ward's family decided to combine the need for a sandwich shop in downtown Natchez with a desire to pay tribute to Ward's love of good friends, good times, and great food. Through blood, sweat, tears, and countless hours of hard work, Wardo's was born. So go visit Wardo's today at 309 North Broadway Street in Natchez, where the po' boys are so good, you'll swear you're in Cajun country.
Hey, Miss Lou, come visit us, Tom and Rebranding at Go Martin on the Go Deli.
Go Martin has clean restrooms, community coffee, an awesome beer cave, and a great selection of anything you may need.
Located at the corner of Highland Boulevard and Highway 61 South in Natchez.
Also stop by Wardo's Po' Boys at 309 North Broadway on the beautiful Natchez Bluff.
Where everyone is family.
When it comes to your home, the roof over your head matters. At CAS Roofing, we don't just install shingles, we build peace of mind. With years of experience and a commitment to craftsmanship, our team shows up on time, gets the job done right, and treats every project like it's our own home. Whether it's repair, a replacement, or storm damage that caught you off guard, CAS Roofing is ready. We're local, we're dependable, and we stand behind every nail, every shingle, and every promise we make. Because at the end of the day, it's not just about roofing, it's about protecting what matters most. CAS Roofing, built on trust, backed by quality.
Salivating.
Yeah, delightful. Looks delicious. Ro probably still working hard on those dishes for tomorrow. We will see if he busts through that door this morning. Just shot him over a text to see, I believe he should be headed this way. If not, you will see him tomorrow and Sunday as well.
See him tomorrow bright and early.
Oh, he's got some truck troubles, it looks like.
What the hell?
Truck went out on me. God's the worst. That's the worst. Rip to Roast Truck.
4 out of 10 excuse.
Huh?
4 out of 10
4
excuse.
out of 10?
Yeah.
What would you say? What would be your 10 out of 10 excuse? If you would have not shown this morning, right?
Oh, no, if I'm Ro or if I'm me?
Both.
If I'm Ro, I'm saying we got way too much to do for this cooking thing.
Cooking these
like
wings.
I'm trying. I gotta help Jamaica. I gotta help my family. Like we're way behind. I'm sorry, boys.
Right.
I can't make it. and then that would be totally believable, right? And you play the sympathy card.
Of course.
Like, that's a 10 out of 10 excuse.
10 out of 10.
Me, I don't make excuses. I just put my hand up.
That's on me.
I'm not accountable, so I have to own my not being accountable by being accountable of
There
not
you
being
go.
accountable. It's the interim tag.
It is. It is. I appreciate all the hashtag Ask Rose. Those questions will be asked
Damn it.
to Rohan.
Well, ask him over the phone.
They will be asked. 100%. Let's see. He can probably do over the phone. You want to call him? My phone can't plug in.
No.
I don't have.
No
I got
trouble.
I got that new.
I
Guess we have to get a new dongle.
Did they make a double dongle?
I have no idea. Do they make a double dongle? Hashtag Ask Ro, do we let Lloyd off the hook for crapping the bed on Ask Mikey and Mitch on
No,
Wednesday?
you don't have to. I'm on the hook. Mikey today, actually, PSA, 12-1.
12-1.
He's moved it up. I don't know why, but that's what we do. We roll with the punches. That show can come on at any time he
Anytime.
plays. Set the alerts for mic'd up, but we just moved it up. So
It's a live wire.
I can't decide if I'm going to leave and come back.
If you're just going to crash here.
Yeah, because I have to get here. Like, he wants me here at 11 anyway.
Right. And we'll be done at, you would leave at 9:30, go home for an hour.
Get home at 10:15, not 10.
Right, and then leave in 30 minutes.
Doesn't sound like fun.
Sounds to me like you should stay here.
Yeah, I'll just stay here.
I'll hang out with you for a little bit.
Sure, that'd be great.
There you go.
Do we have a phone call or something?
Good fellowship. Good fellowship.
All right.
Cheddar Goblin, quite the question, Lloyd. This seems like, we're not going to call Ro. We will get these questions to Ro over the next couple of days, as he will obviously be a part of the watch party tomorrow and Pizza Byron's on Sunday. Ro will be with us all weekend. So you didn't get your 3 straight days of Ro, but you will have a weekend full of Rohan Davey. Cheddar Goblin asked you a question in the chat, Lloyd.
Chad. Guys, what do I do if a girl wants to eat my booty like groceries? Is that for me? Let her, brother. You can experience everything once in life.
That's a great Christian question. If Christian was here, Christian would love to elaborate, I'm sure. He's full of thoughts, that's for sure.
He wishes he was full of thoughts. I don't think Christian would experience. I don't think he has the mental fortitude to experience such an endeavor with ass eating.
Right. No, he does.
He was raised too Catholic.
All right, Lloyd, give me
Oh, wait, hold on real quick. Fonz, I saved all the questions from Ask Mikey and Mitch. I put them in a document, so they will get answered today. Like I said, 12-1. Mikey, J. Mitch, myself, and we will run through those questions. If you got more, ask them on the show. We will get their thoughts on LSU. But they don't want to talk this coaching search or the politics of it. They want to talk ball.
Right.
And we don't need Mikey expounding on his we'll keep him to sports. There's a reason he did it for a living.
Yeah. I'm texting Ro back. For you, Lloyd, what are your truest, non-biased expectations for 6:30 p.m. tomorrow night, plus a score prediction for the game?
Truest non-biased. I think I would be shocked to see LSU come out flat.
Right.
Like, and that doesn't mean on the scorecard or on the scoreboard, whatever. I just think it's going to look a bit more. Do you think that they do the? I feel indifferent. I feel sometimes this hurts my feelings, but like the faux towel wave on the sidelines where you try to manifest energy. Like Coach O would do that all the time, where if you weren't waving a towel, you might take a left hook.
Right.
And it was mandated, which means it's not actually energy like this coach wants us to do it. Now, if it's organic, I would love to see it.
But see, I do think that you can manufacture energy, like by making, because I've actually, on a different level, but like in coaching, like you make the guys, like every time your teammate comes off the court, you have to stand up. Like even if you don't feel like
that's
you have
different.
To, right. But then as well as we've done the towels as well on the bench, like you have to wave it regardless. And so even when it's, you make them wave it, and then at some point it can turn organic. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I see it both ways, because I would love if it just happened on its own. But sometimes You've got to put the
because you can tell when it's real and when it's fake. When it's like we
Right.
have to do this,
You-
but like standing up on the bench whenever, like that's you. You're not on this team if you don't do it.
Right.
But like this is something that I feel like you don't want to. I don't want fake juice.
no.
Bring your own juice,
I'm with you.
like Lane. You can bring it on down to Baton Rouge.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah,
Keep skipping.
that's right. Plenty of room to run around down here. Hunt,
Oh yeah, I mean,
fish.
Tucker's right here. Tucker would love to hang out.
Yeah. Kane.
Plenty of Goldens.
Yeah.
You know how many Goldens there are here? So many. I had no idea.
I mean, we could
got
put Juice toe to toe with Herb Street's pup. Like we can put him on that
all 6 of
platform.
them.
We'll let him on the field.
Oh my gosh,
We got a cage for him, too.
Mike's cage.
Yeah. Not the habitat.
No, the habitat. No, in the cage trotting around the
Yeah,
stadium.
that would be hilarious. I mean, he would love it.
Yeah, it'd be awesome.
Get a mini cage.
Throw some treats.
Yeah. Pup cups.
Sean, 38-24, Alabama. Brian Burgess, 27-24, Tigers. Fonz, 37-24, Bama. Let's see if we got any more in there. So what would your score be?
I do think they keep it close, but the number's 10. As I just saw, I did take LSU money line, took LSU plus 10. 30-21, Alabama. 31-21, something like that.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm going to go 23-17, Alabama. I think...
So nothing was fixed.
No, I don't think it... I mean, I really don't think you can change that much offensively.
No. I agree. Like, I think you are who you
I
are.
would love for you to. I think you still score but your 17 to 24 margin is where you score. I think you're still going to be in that realm.
If they go up and put up 40.
I would love...
Because you have to think they're
The energy's going to be different. Like, that's...
You're exercising some demons here.
Yes.
4 years of the same ghoul waking up that's in the corner of your room every morning.
Terrell Fife, 30-26 LSU. Yeah, look, I mean, they're going to have a different vibe about them. And I really do think, and I know we talked a lot about the quarterback, I do think Nussmeier comes out different.
I do too.
He's going to have a weight off his shoulder. He has unhitched the trailer, and that trailer had no wheels. It was just dragging on the road.
$53 million behind you.
Just, get it off.
I don't care about the money. I got to get away. Want to get away?
I want to get away. So look, if they go out there and on the first drive they go down and score a touchdown, it's going to be a completely different game.
Well, because that's part of the exoneration of past.
Yeah, no more 3 and outs on drive number 1.
No, it's just that like that will last for a quarter.
Yes,
It'll last for 2 drives even. Like I wouldn't even say a quarter, but that feeling of him not like that energy, like that lasts until it becomes football again.
Right.
But then I think the second wave of this is when things do go poorly or there's poor performance or somebody messes up and you look to the sidelines and it's not like I don't even want to go over there.
Well, and that's the other thing.
So you stay in the fight.
Frank can get the response out of them in a way BK couldn't. You know
Exactly.
what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. So it's not going to be just
Right.
for 2 drives. It's going to be we adjust. We'll adjust. Like Frank is going to be in that game for as long
Yes.
as you're allowed to be in that game.
And when you get punched in the mouth, it will no longer be
There
I'm
it
not
goes.
swinging back.
Right.
Because Frank's going to push them to that point, the call and response, and it's impossible not to respond to Frank because
I mean, the last
he's
time
right there he's in the trenches with you.
I don't know what happened for LSU USC, but that's the last time you've seen LSU. I guess you could say borderline undisciplined. You were, but at least you played with we ain't getting pushed around.
No, yeah,
Like Major Burns, like that. Even but he played like hell.
right.
And but they weren't going to get punked. They weren't going to get embarrassed. They were the bullies.
And that's why when I look back at that 2021 game, LSU was when I'm telling you the talent disparity between 21 Alabama and 21 LSU was like this, maybe one of the biggest talent disparities ever in that game. But what LSU did They came out and they punched and they scratched and they clawed and they elbowed and they kneed and they spit and they pissed.
We fighting, but we ain't fighting fair.
No, like they did everything they could to be in that game, man. And I think a lot of these guys have this maybe like a love for the game back in a sense. Not that they ever stopped loving it, but like it's back being fun.
Have you ever been a part of something
Yes.
like this? Yeah. You know what it feels? It's so different.
It's freeing. You know what I mean? Like when you go from
they finally said the quiet part out loud.
Right.
It's like thank
Right.
fuck. Like
Yeah,
good.
finally.
Like thank you. Because when you usually at LSU, and you'll probably see this if and when it comes time for Frank to step back and not be the permanent. Well, he's the interim head coach. Let's be careful here. Let's not remove any tags because once you. And the most simplistic way I can put it, when you take the tags off of something, you've bought it. You can't return it without the tags, right? Isn't that a pretty much rule of thumb? And you've worn it. Like you can't give it back to me now. You purchased it.
purchased it.
And so there you go. If you were confused, but with Frank, if he goes on some sort of run here and you beat Alabama, the drum will be loud.
Oh yeah.
Like. And that's where
it's going to be hard not to beat the drum.
Of course. I'm the biggest advocate for
I love that
just
man.
Frank Wilson in general.
I love that man.
But that's what when you see a coach usually get fired or there's a big outpouring of, damn, I love the guy.
Right.
Like, never in my wildest dreams I thought he would leave. Didn't see a single second of that. Maybe one promoted post.
Right.
But like it said, that's why I think it's the exact opposite when the interim walks in. It's the Marcus Freeman moment of like, this is our guy. And so I think that does change the energy in the building. It's good to hear a different voice than the one that you've just been like tuning out.
A voice that has that passion like that.
Yeah, like it's undeniable.
Right.
And if you don't get with it, right, I don't have to play you. I don't have any deals here.
No, I got
not a football team.
I recruited all these guys.
Right.
So they're all. I know where to put every single one of these fellas. And he said it last night. He shouted out and specifically named Teron Francis, Manchild, and Jace Thomas as two of the young guys that are going to get a chance.
Why not? And the wide receiver
go.
room is loaded.
Loaded.
But if you look at this thing in totality, even with the walking dead head coach, lose to Ole Miss by 5, lose to Vanderbilt by 7, and then the Texas A&M game happened. Like you've been competitive until you just were the opposite, and it ultimately cost you your job.
Right.
But there's no real reason. LSU was beating Texas A&M at halftime, the number 3 team in the country. And so what's the difference between that? And I understand it's at Tiger Stadium, but you walk into Alabama, number 4 ranked team in the country, you'd match up.
If you do that,
if
you're
well coached,
script, right, and you are in the game at halftime, you now have a team that can respond to being punched in the mouth. I'm fully convinced of it. I know that you can say, well, you can't really change the mentality of your guy. You can. When you make a wholesale change like that from the top, at the top, you can change the mentality of Frank will walk over, look these guys in the eyes in the locker room and say, when you get punched in the mouth, we got to respond. And when Bama goes down and scores and goes up, Frank's going to call those guys out, and they're going to respond to him because they know he is just as bought in, has poured just as much blood, sweat, and tears.
Shout out Cordell.
Shout out Cordell. In the purple and gold as they have. Like, Andrew Messina, I'd be fine with a roughing the passer call on Simpson that rattles him or a targeting call on Zesty Boy. Hit everything that crosses your face mask. You're either going to get beat by LSU or what?
Beat up.
You're going to get beat up by LSU. That is my mantra going into tomorrow night. That's got to be the mindset.
Just don't do anything to take you out of the football game because you want to assert dominance. Don't play dumb, but play physical. Like, that's all it can be. And the thing that I think it won't really get away from LSU, or I hope this to be the case, Frank Wilson is old school general. He's on the horse with you.
Right.
He's leading you into battle.
Yes.
He ain't making.
He would be in the pads if he could.
Yes. He's not getting messages on his ivory tower of like, what happened? Why'd you do that?
Well, and I also think a dynamic of it that
I
we
wouldn't
don't
want
talk about
anybody
much.
else in my foxhole.
100%.
Pause.
The
Or not. I don't care.
the coaching staff also gonna have a different.
Yes.
energy. You don't think Blake Baker's gonna be lit up a little bit more?
You don't think
Got a little bit of that energy back?
You don't think Joe Sloan might be the happiest person on the planet? Like, thank God I don't have to coach tomorrow.
Right. Like, you don't think that Blake Baker's gonna be?
Oh, he's gonna be. Talk about put the pads on.
Talk about a dynamic between Frank and Blake and just the mentality and energy that this.
Salt and pepper is here.
I'm gonna talk myself into crazy things. I'm excited to watch football tomorrow night, I'll tell you that much. In a way that I did not anticipate being excited, especially when I was sitting in Tiger Stadium 2 weekends ago. I was dreading November 8th. Dreading it. No, don't go play Alabama.
I mean, we don't even have to watch. I haven't been this optimistic since before the Clemson game.
Right, and I'm prepared.
Sure, but but my life is back.
Whatever.
I got color to me.
Yes, I can breathe again. My heart.
And I don't care. It's not. It's probably the same. I don't give a fuck what happens.
Right.
But we playing.
Yeah.
Like, get beat by 40. Okay.
We fighting tigers.
But exactly, we fight like tigers.
We fighting tigers, man.
But that it just feels so different because this entire year, even like you watch the Clemson game, you're like, oh, maybe Clemson's good. The more that Clemson continued to play, like, it doesn't look so good. Florida. It's hard to come out of that game. Everybody had this. This is where we differed for the kind of looking at the season. It was like, you can't. That's not sustainable. And you're like, but you won.
Right.
It's like, yeah, but this is not a way to win a championship, much less to be able to win consistently. Right. You can't expect 5 interceptions. Like, I understand that it happened, but that's not your game. That can't be your game plan going in. It's like you can't just try to win with defense.
Right.
And Ole Miss was the linchpin of all of this. Like, okay, go stop a Lane Kiffin offense, and then the pivot was, well, you held them to 24. You can't score, and so every week it just felt like this mounting. Like, you're putting more things on the Libra scale to tip it in the worst way. Like, it's more negative than it could be positive. You kept putting things on the wrong bucket, and now it feels like you've emptied out both buckets and you're starting over. And now, like. Some people would say, like, worst opponent to start over against. I think it's the best opponent you could start over against.
Yeah, no, there's
reset this thing.
Couldn't have scripted it better myself.
Turn off the console, turn it back on.
Yep. LSU plus 10 on DraftKings, over under 49.5, plus money on the money line, plus 295.
Might be the first over I take all year for LSU.
Yeah, I mean, 49.5 is, I mean, they're betting on Alabama scoring points, obviously. Yeah, I mean, 50 points is what? If they're favoring Alabama by 10, 50 points would be 30 to 20.
Yeah, the odd score, but
31-20.
Yeah,
roundabout
31-17.
Right,
is kind of what they're. It's going to be one of the make or break kind of.
Right.
And I think a lot of that will come down to. I'm sure that's why that LSU spread in 2021 was what it was, like 20.5.
Right.
I don't think they accounted for LSU going 5 of 7 on fourth down. Like, fuck.
No.
It would got them. That's 7 times you failed on third down.
Right, but
we ain't coming off the
field.
field.
5 of those into continuing the drive.
Right.
Yeah. So, no, Ivo in the chat, show some fight, show some hustle, show some
heart.
Yeah,
that's really, we're not asking for, dude, the bar is below the floor.
The bar is low.
The colors are still here.
It's still LSU, baby.
I'm excited, man.
No, I am. And we will be live. We will be live, full of energy, I'm telling you.
Frame and a half.
At Golf Suites tomorrow night. And I want you there. I want you there, you there, you there, you there. I want you there at Golf Suites tomorrow night, LSU, Alabama. Because I am, like we said, I'm getting more excited the more we talk about it.
If we haven't talked about football, in 2 weeks.
No, I'm excited. Let's play some games. Let's close this out. Let's end on a high note here with some athletic connections.
I hope it's about LSU.
I would faint if it was. If LSU was on this athletic connection,
if it was,
I'll cry.
You know what it would have been? If this was the
game of the century part 4.
It would be LSU Alabama themed.
Yeah, of course.
That would be awesome. We'll get back there after tomorrow.
Yep, we will. I watched, let me tell you, all the LSU Alabama games I watched yesterday. I went and watched 2011, I watched
Condensed or full?
condensed, not full. 2011, I watched 2012. Turned it off after the Jarvis touchdown, of course, as always. 2016 I watched, which was, I forgot how much of a dogfight that game was. That was, Bama won 10-0 when Jalen Hurts ran for that one touchdown. That was the only touchdown
he
they
threw a
scored.
pick the first play of the game
It
to
was-
Jamal Adams. It was that play. Talk about crowd pops.
Rocking. So I watched that one, and then obviously I went and watched 19, 21.
That was an easy watch.
Right, yeah. 21,
Easy watch.
22. And I stopped it there.
Yeah.
But I watched all of those yesterday because I was like, you know what? Let's do this football thing. Let's get back to football.
You didn't watch 23? You didn't watch 24? Nothing?
Definitely didn't watch 24.
No.
Ugh, I was there and I wanted to jump off the top of the stadium. It was a bad night.
It was in the rain.
It was pouring rain, and they did the stupid drone show. I'm glad they made the decision against A&M.
They were pulling plugs left and right.
Because if they would have done it,
well, if they'd done it at halftime, it wouldn't have been so
because
bad.
my friends were like, "Aren't they going to do the drone show?" I was like,
No.
"They better not."
No,
I will run. I will jump off the top of that
go
stadium
grab one.
and grab one
Yeah.
and take it down with me. I'm not watching that drone show. I promise. The students would have thrown beer cans at the drones.
No doubt.
It would have been a riot.
And there needs to be a call to honor. I don't know who does that, who cues the things. There needs to be a real reflection point of maybe let's read the room here a little.
Right.
We're not doing it.
And that's why I was glad they did read the room with the drone show.
Right,
against
but
A&M.
then the light show after a touchdown when you're down 40.
Against Alabama, yeah, that was
Like, we don't need to do
that was a
this.
low point.
Yeah, and the sad thing was I had yet to learn how to call it. I just sat there in the rain and just took it. And I was like, no, I need to see. It's like when you walk back out after you lost the championship. You're like, I want to see the confetti. It's like, this is good. I'm glad.
Right.
I'll remember this. And it's all for this one. But
This one tomorrow.
right, yeah.
6:30 p.m. Bryant-Denny Stadium.
I rained on for this. Let's connect athletically.
Let's do it.
I bet Brian Kelly hates getting rained on. Unless it's golf.
Unless it's golf.
Adrian Beltre, Rangers. And that's just his name and who he played for.
A barbell, plates,
Bench.
and a spotter.
And a clubber. Lang.
A&M, Tech, Longhorns,
Rangers.
Yeah.
Apollo, clubber. Rocky.
Adrian.
Hey, yo, Adrian.
And then there you go.
Where's my wife?
Yo, Adrian. There is no tomorrow, Rock.
Gotta cut me, Mick. Little did you know he was talking about getting circumcised. He had it the next day.
How does your brain operate? It's unbelievable.
Yeah. I gotta get cut.
Yeah, Tom Graney, reading the room would have been not to introduce the board of supervisors at A&M after ticket price increase announced.
That was
Or
all.
never introducing them. No one cares. That's true,
Or
Brandon.
big brain theory
Uh-huh.
on purpose. I swear Scott will fall on the sword for LSU at all points. He had to go out there too.
Right.
But he's like, look what you're doing to these people. You see, go ahead, raise the ticket prices. You tell them.
Yeah, I'm not telling them.
Okay, we'll
Not
raise
used to
them.
that.
Y'all were planning to come on the field, remember? Fucking think.
Right.
Do this now.
Oh, what a time to be alive.
Just
Back to
some people just have no feel just because they don't have to have it.
Why would they? Her name is she's in what's the movie with Jason Sudeikis and Jennifer Aniston where they're like a fake family trying to go get the drugs from Mexico?
It's not Vacation, is it?
No, it's not RV, but it's something like that. But she's the daughter in it. But I don't know her name.
Who's the guy?
That it looks like Shaggy from the, or not Shaggy. He was in the Scooby Doo movies though when I was a child. He was, what's the other guy's name? Fred? Is that his name?
Yeah, Fred.
Scooby-Doo?
Nah, I mean,
I believe he was Fred in Scooby Doo. It looks
a
like
lot of sexual tension.
it was called The Millers. That's what it was. Emma Roberts. Yes. Emma Roberts is her name. I knew it was an Emma, but I kept thinking Emma Watson, but that's Hermione Granger.
Where's she been?
Emma Watson? I have no idea.
Well, there's some theories.
Oh,
out
yeah.
there.
I did see that on
Tough.
And then they're saying Freddie Prinze Jr. Let me see if that's
Oh, yeah. I can see that. That's definitely, that's the neck. Wait.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking of. I remember him as Fred from Scooby Doo. It's funny how the brain works. Yeah, he was in Scooby Doo. Fred Jones. There we go, 2 for 2. I didn't know the names, but we got the people right. Still playing today at age 39, Calais Campbell has been a Pro Bowler with 3 teams: Arizona, Jacksonville, and this AFC team. Is it the Dolphins? Or is it who else has he played for?
He's been competitive hopping. Is it the I think it is the Dolphins, yeah.
Calais Campbell, I thought.
Because he was on...
Or is it but no, because he's jumped on to...
Winners.
Winners, and the Dolphins aren't a winner.
I know, but he was also on...
He didn't go to the Chiefs, he didn't go to the Bills, did he go to the Ravens? Did he play for the Ravens?
I don't know, but the Dolphins sticks to my brain just because he was on... And then this was...
He was on the Dolphins at one point, right?
I believe because he was on Levitard a lot.
Yeah. Chat says Ravens.
I could yeah.
Okay.
See both.
Bang. MLB, along with 276 career home runs, this center fielder won Gold Gloves in 2001 and 2003 with Seattle, and then with San Diego in 2006.
Oh.
Who? From the Mariners to the Padres. I don't know this one.
Milton Bradley?
You would know better than me. I really can't help you out here, sadly.
I'm trying to think. I don't know if Milton Bradley's that old. I'm trying to think of Seattle outfielders that aren't named Ken Griffey Jr. Ichiro.
Yeah, that's the only one I could give you. Chat says Mike Cameron.
Oh, it is. Nice. It was close. Mike Cameron, all-time hot tilt.
College basketball, come on. All-time hat tilt?
Yeah.
Let's see it.
He was good. Great swing. I'm just looking at pictures of Mike Cameron.
Mike Cameron, all-time hat tilt.
Yep, that's what I think of.
I'll say that. I don't know that, but I'm gonna say it forever now.
Yep. And
Mike
you'll be
Cameron,
right.
all-time hat tilt.
Yep, and they'll know what you're talking about. Not as extreme.
Oh, it is an all-time hat. It's a great hat tilt.
Yep.
I love a good hat tilt.
Not as extreme, but also very subtly cool. Reminds me of
Right.
Jay Mitch. A lot of similarities. What do you want? Jaylen Brown, Yvonne Robb.
Cal.
Do you see where the that would be California, I guess. Berkeley. The BYU player got suspended for cursing during practice. Like,
yeah, AJ DeBonster, the number 1 player coming out of high school. Gonna suspend him for cursing.
if BYU is going to play the game in which they were playing, That honor code needs to go out the window.
If you want to NIL your way to the number one player in the country,
He can curse.
if he says the F word because he gets fouled, you gotta let him.
If he wants a Coca-Cola, you gotta let him.
Let him have his Coca-Cola.
If he wants to beg his way through campus, you have to let him. Consensually. Even though people would sign up to jump on his bed. Yeah. Like, you can NIL that, crowdfund it. It'd be a line out the door. It'd be like Rasputin.
It is crazy. I read that report yesterday, and I was like, God, it's tough. Because, see, like, I don't curse. Like, I'm not a cursor. But, like, in basketball,
It can happen.
it'll happen because you get competitive, you get fired up.
And I know the words.
And the words are there.
Yeah.
You know, so, like, it'll happen. Like, I remember one time after one of my games my senior year, my parents were like, you really got to... I was like, what?
It's my safe space.
It's a different Noah. It's not the same person.
I believe this is in Missouri.
Yes.
Low.
Big Cedar Lodge.
It's the biggest Cedar Lodge.
I
Wow.
walked in, I said, wow, what a Cedar Lodge.
I've actually won there
Cereal.
quite a few times.
Cereal, this is a good, I like this. Let's see.
Serial killers.
In a brown box, this brand of Post cereal features the words sweetened naturally and artificially chocolate-flavored rice cereal with real cocoa on the box in small print. I believe this would be...
a little tasty treat.
It's
the little ones.
Rice Krispies. Fruity, Cocoa Pebbles.
Cocoa Pebbles. And then you drink the milk.
Of course. I mean, that's the whole reason you do it.
Cocoa Pebbles, Cocoa Pops.
It's not Cocoa Puffs. It's either Cocoa Krispies or Cocoa Pebbles. But I believe...
I really want to say it's Pebbles. But this is your...
I believe
that's
Pebbles
just the one that I've had.
I believe Pebbles is Post because Krispies is Kellogg's, right?
Yeah. Let's do this. Let's go.
After her lead role in Emmy-nominated NBC comedy The Good Place, this actress is currently starring alongside Adam Brody in... Oh, this is... what's her
Sarah
name?
Marshall?
No, she's married to Dax Shepard.
Is that Sarah Marshall?
That's her name?
No, that's...
Oh, that's her. She was in a movie.
Yeah, I don't know her real name.
Her name is...
No, she is.
Yeah, blonde hair.
Mm-hmm. She got outfoxed by...
Kristen
Bell.
Yeah. You need to be careful with the names you throw out.
I was going to say Kristen Stewart, but it's not her dark hair.
Yes, Kristen Bell.
Here's the other girl in that film.
Which film?
Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
I don't know. I haven't seen it. That's why.
What?
That's why I didn't pick up on that when you said I've never seen Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Oh, all-time quotable movie.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
You sound like you're from London.
Convicted criminals attempt to escape murder from professional killers on a TV show in this 1987 dystopian thriller starring Arnold.
RoboCop. Is that right? Was he?
I mean, he was RoboCop, was he not?
I don't know if it was a TV show or a movie.
The Running Man.
Oh, I've heard of that too.
I've not.
She's the voice of Meg. Is that she was in that 70s show?
Oh, Mila Kunis, the voice of Meg.
Her best work.
While releasing songs like I Go Back and Summertime, this artist won Entertainer of the Year at the American Country Music Awards 5 years in a row. Wow.
Strawberry Wine. These are on the all-time pregame baseball playlist on the field. Like, if they're not on there, whoever's running the show doesn't watch baseball.
What was it? Kenny Chesney?
I don't know. They're not on my playlist, but I do know. I know all the words to both of these songs.
Course. I believe that's who this is. Let me see the chat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kenny Chesney. Let's see what he looks like in a cowboy hat. Kenny Chesney, no hat. It must be, yeah, I knew he... Oh, he's bald. That's why he does it. He's a good bald man, though.
Who's a bad bald man? See, because I think being bald gets a bad rap.
You can't be fat, bald, no facial hair.
That's true. I agree with that.
Oh, see, Kenny... You're around a bunch of country folk.
I am.
Is this frowned upon? And you'll know what I'm talking about, I'd imagine. The curvature of the cowboy hat. Do they go more, not as much bend?
I mean, it depends on the hat. Obviously, like the
style,
the material of the hat, and the style of the hat. I do not like a cowboy hat that's got that much curvature on it.
He does it to all of them.
But I don't think it's frowned upon.
Is it? Oh, there's not like a certain.
It's set and setting. You wear certain hats, certain places.
And so this is more of like we're at the beach getting fucked up, and this is your formal cowboy hat.
Yes, that's a more formal cowboy. Like that's what you would wear
out.
Yeah.
What is it?
To the Texas Club.
Texas Club. Because I would
see, like the material in this hat.
That's
is
a
different
felt.
than that, right? The other one is probably the
straw.
Majority of the time, it's a straw hat that's curved like that.
Because I didn't know if it was people that run in have a brand or certain circles like flat bill hats versus people that bend the bill, and it is like I don't know if they were judged immensely of you can't wear your hat like that.
But like if you showed up in like you dressed up nice and then you wore a curved straw hat, they'd be like,
you don't know, you're not a real cowboy. You ain't no cowpoke.
You just picked up your dad's hat.
Yeah.
Put your dad's hat on. He ain't wearing that.
He ain't your hat boy. I'm gonna snatch that right off your head.
Hats. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna beat you up and I'm gonna take that hat.
Yeah, I'm gonna go give it, and I'm gonna give it back to your daddy.
I'm gonna give it to your daddy.
Because I'm your daddy now. Say it. Here's your daddy.
I'm your daddy now, boy. Boy.
Kenny Chesney is fake country.
Wow. Big Tennessee Vols guy. Sean Payton's buddy.
Fun fact, staying on a white t-shirt, kill me in that mini skirt. That's right, Hunter Hall. I go back.
The Hunter Hall Bowl tomorrow night, LSU, Alabama, live.
What are we gambling?
From Bryant-Denny Stadium. What should we put on it, you gump? Hunter Hall, what do you want to put on the game? Are we putting it on straight up win-lose? Straight money line, or do we go
two separate bets?
Do we go spread? We should go spread with Hunter. What do you want to put on the game, Hunter?
We'll do.
You're our resident gump.
Next year, we'll do a show from Tuscaloosa. No, next year he has to come to the LSU game, but he can't watch it.
Can't watch it. Wow.
And then for the Alabama, we'll go and do a live show there. Oh, he wants a milkshake or a superior marg. I put the stakes rather high. If Noah gets a milkshake, I get a marg. You can have both.
You get both, yeah. You get a milkshake and a marg.
But you have to mix it together.
Or just a daiquiri. That's
no, superior marg is elite. I mean, that's why Brian Kelly made the stop.
Of course.
It's the last. I've heard a lot about the superior. Maybe I'll go check it out
before I get on this plane.
No, he's not flying. I hope. Belly full of margarita.
Not the pilot.
He's never been the pilot. No, that's the thing. That's somebody else.
Just built the plane.
No, he let somebody else pay for the plane. He just got to ride in it.
Right. Fair enough. We appreciate you guys hanging out with us here all week long. We appreciate all the support that you give us. We will be back. Like I said, we'll be live tomorrow from Golf Suites. We would like to see you there. If you're not there in person, obviously tune in. As we'll be live for the entirety of the LSU Alabama game, and then 4 to 5 on Sunday from Pizza Byron's.
4 to 5.
4 to 5.
Not 6 to 7.
No, 4 to 5. From Pizza Byron's. And then we'll be back right here, 7 to 9 a.m. Monday morning. We'll see you then. We love you. We appreciate you. Like, subscribe, share with your friends. Leave a comment when we're down. See you tomorrow. Go Tigers.
What is that?
You know, I felt like we were on an episode of the practice.
I agree.
You know. Say you don't know what interim means.
Yeah. Now give it back to him.
No. Send the email. Leak Brian Kelly's email.
And then make him write and then you know what you should do? Kelly. Issue your statement you're leaving.
Oh. You know what you say right here? You know what you say?
Good Tigers.
Good Tigers.
And then for the rest of the joke, Frank. Go beat Alabama.
Go Tigers.
Go Tigers.